13, AIME 2, and it's a problem 15. So it should be really hard. So we have let ABC be angles of an acute triangle such that we have this mass, and after positive integers p, q, r, s, such that this is equal to p minus q root r entire thing divided by s, and we want to find p plus q plus r plus s. So the first thing we want to do is try to look at the structure over here. So we have cosine square A plus cosine square B plus 2 times sine A sine B cosine C is equal to 15/8. So how does that remind us about something? So we see that we have a plus sign here, and if we turn it to minus sign, then and we have sine square A plus sine square B, then this looks actually quite familiar, which is the law of cosines. So now we just start to try to generalize it. So we can write as 1 minus sine square A. 1 minus sine square A. 1 minus sine square. So we'll just look at the first thing. 1 minus sine square A plus 1 minus sine square B, and then plus 2 times sine A sine B, and then cosine C, and that's equal to 15/8. So we have this thing, and then we can obviously so now we can move it to the other side, and we get 1/8 is equal to 1/8 is equal to sine square A plus sine square B, and then minus 2 sine A cosine C. So this one is actually basically means you have two sides. One of sides is sine A, the other side is sine B, and the middle angle is C. So this is what this kind of means, and the opposite side is going to be square root of 1/8, which is 1/2√2. So now we can do this with the same with the other side, which we get 4/9 is equal to sine square B plus sine square C, then minus 2 sine B sine C cosine A. I think this can actually give us a lot of advice. So we have the two sides giving 1/2√2 and 2/3. Now I can actually just draw a triangle out, and we want to find the last side. Which we can just let this mass be u. Then we have 2 minus u is equal to 2 minus u is equal to the third side, which is equal to sine square C plus sine square A, and then minus 2 sine C sine A cosine B. So we just want to find u, and we already have the two sides, and we have sine A sine B and sine C. So now how do we proceed? So we have the two sides are square root of 2/4, and we also have 2/3, and we want to find the third side. and then that is basically just it. So if we can draw the two sides out and we find the third side, then this will probably be really useful. So we can actually so actually sine A and sine B are the two sides, right? And then we want to find the third side. Which actually, this one's just equal to what? It's just equal to sine C, right? Because we know that sine A, sine B, sine C are, it's a similar triangle. Sine square C, and that is equal to sine square B. No, sine square A, sine square B. So we want to find sine square B, actually. Cosine is sine A square plus sine C square. So I basically just want to find cosine A, and we're basically done with this problem. We have sine C and we have sine A. Okay, so basically we already have the two sides and we only want to find the third. Right, okay. So, this problem is, the sine B is actually just equal to sine A plus C. So we can actually just rewrite this thing as 1/8 plus 4/9, and then minus square root of 2/4 times 2/3, and then times the cosine value of B, right? And we want to find what is that value. But so therefore we only need to solve for cosine B then. Right? Cosine B. Yeah, so we can actually just now find the cosine value of a. That shouldn't be too hard. So the cosine value of a, oh sorry. So the cosine value of a, let me just make a subsection. Cosine of a shouldn't be too hard. The cosine value of a should be pretty clear. The cosine value of a is just equal to 1 minus sine square a. Square root, yeah, since the triangle is acute, then we have square root of 1 minus the square root of 1 minus 4 over 9, which gives us square root of 5 over 3. So we have the cosine value of a, and then we can actually just solve for sine value of b. So you don't really even need cosine of b. Yeah, so the thing we desire, we just let it be x, right? Then we have square root of 2 so we have 1 over 8 plus x squared, and then minus square root of 2 over 4 x square root of 5 over 3. And that is equal to 4 over 9. Okay, this alignment is actually kind of weird. Yeah, let's see. Let me just make a new page to be more clear, since this one is actually kind of messy. Yeah, so the cosine value of a, which this one can be simplified into 1 over, which can be simplified into x squared plus 1 over 8, and then minus square root of 10 square root of 10 or 6x is equal to 4 over 9. So we can subtract it. Why is it 7? Okay, I think there's a typo here. And then we continue. We have x squared, and then minus square root of 10 6 x, and then 23 over 72. 32, 23, yeah, 23. Equals to 0. So for this one, we just break out the discriminant, which is equal to 5 over 18. 5 over 18 plus 23 over 18. Which should gives us 14 over 9. Square root of 14. So 14 over 9, and then we can just then use, yeah, we can just then use the quadratic formula. Yeah, this problem is it's actually kind of annoying. So the roots are frac. So we have, so actually I'm just going to multiply entire thing by 6, because this one is, no, 72. So 72x squared minus square root minus 12 square root of 10x, and then minus 23 is equal to 0. So we have the root are 12 square root of 10, and then plus or minus the square root of so we have the fraction. And at the bottom is going to be 144. And then plus or minus the square root of 112 square 10, and then plus 4 22 23. Right. So inside thing we can actually just factor it out, which is equal to 12 square root of 10 4, and then we can plus or minus 12 square root of 10 plus 46. Which we can actually just cancel out like the 12s. But we want to have positive values, so therefore we're only going to take the positive, which is essentially just equal to square root of 10 plus 2 square root of 14 and entirely divided by 12. But we want it to be squared. So since, remember that what we wanted is we want to find 2 minus u, which is equal to this thing sine square b. So I want to find 2 minus sine square b. Right? But this one we have sine of b, so we have to square it. So let's just say u is equal to, okay, so we have u is equal to this thing that we already solved, and then find the u square, 2 minus u square, which is equal to 2 minus, let me just make it clear, (66 plus 4 times square root of 140. Okay. 66 plus 4 square root of 140. 8 square root of 35. Yeah. Which can be simplified into which can be written as 2 minus 72, which can be still simplified, right? So we can 11 over 36. No, 11 over, yeah, 11 over 30. No, wait, 11 over 24. No, but we have to actually, yeah, simplify both of them. So we can only have 33 over 72. And then minus like 4 square root of 35 over 72. Which equals to 101 minus 4 square root of 35 over 72. Which what we want to find is P plus Q plus R plus S. which should give us, yeah, which should give us the answer that 4 plus 35 plus 72 is equal to 222, which is a pretty good number, and I think that should be answer. Let me check the calculation. Yeah, I think that should be answer. Yeah, this problem is like really long. Yeah, thank you for watching for this episode, and if you have any questions, don't forget to leave in the comment section. See you next time.